Alright, so, while I let this screen load up really quickly, I just wanted to say welcome everyone. This is my brand new YouTube channel. This is Monty Plays. With all the great remasters coming out and whatnot, I couldn't think of a better game to start with than the remake of Silent Hill 2, or the remaster, however you want to define it. I think this is a pretty good game to test out my pretty recently upgraded gaming rig. Um, I look forward to like having some polite conversation and whatnot with all of you, or just sitting here listening to y'all roast me. Um, but as it stands right now, I'm gonna let the cutscene play out and let James and his wife talk for a little bit.
Mary, could you really be in this town?
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Could Mary really be here? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
Alright, and that is our intro to Silent Hill 2, James and Mary. Alright, so like I said, or if I haven't mentioned it already, this is a great game that I felt like I was going to bench test, my recently upgraded gaming rig. Right now I'm currently rocking a GeForce 5080 with 32 gigs of RAM, a Strix X870 motherboard, and a 1000-watt power supply. Maybe a little bit overkill, but right now I seem to be holding up at about 114 frames a second, but I'm maintaining 110 constantly right now with no combat going on. And you know what? That is leagues and bounds above my 3070 that I upgraded from. I do apologize if the audio is a little rough. I have a $100 gaming picked up from Walmart today in order to record the audio for this. I am planning on upgrading that since I have like the technology and the gaming rig itself. However, I just wanted to see like how the initial interaction went with the crowd that I draw and whatnot. But so far so good. I do have a through of this game, but right now let's get through this secondary cutscene.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just...
Hey, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah, I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But... I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. And it's not just the fog, either.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. It's kind of hard to explain, but...
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone. Someone very important to me.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No, I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
Not to be too inappropriate, but that is my type of woman. A girl with daddy issues. Alright, anyways. Dark humor aside, let's begin the walking simulator portion of this video game. Alright, leaving the cemetery with all of our past trauma behind, and now we're going to try making our way quickly to the town. So, I have never really been a fan of Silent Hill, but then again, I've also never really been a huge fan of Resident Evil until recently. Like, this is actually the first Silent Hill game I've played, and to keep it 100 with y'all, like, I really enjoyed this game, and I really do hope that they remake, at least most of the classic versions, like Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, and I think there was Downpour that I really wanted to try, which I think would really do good with the upgrade, because I did watch the Rad Brad play a couple Silent Hill games on his YouTube channel back when he had like less than 100,000 subscribers. But I will say this, I did get to play Resident Evil 2, 3, and Operation Javier. Yes, if you already know where I'm going with this, it was on the Wii, because that was like my first teenager console, because I was a fat teenager and I really needed to, get out there and actually like, see what was going on in the gaming world. Went to town to get the window fixed, spare keys in the drawer. Gotcha. Alright.
Hello?
Anyways.
Anyone in
like,
here?
back to Resident Evil though. Like, I do actually have the Resident Evil 4 remake as well as the RE2 remake and the RE3 remake currently downloaded on Steam. So if y'all want, I could pop into those and play those sometimes because, well, I think they're all excellent games. But from what I learned from Spear Hunter, the RE3 remake like left a lot lacking in terms of length, and I'm not gonna like twist her words, these are my own words. Like RE2 remake, amazing. RE3 remake left a lot to be lacking for what I paid for it. Like I'm honestly, if I had not got that game on sale, I would have felt a little bit robbed, because that multiplayer game they threw in was, I've never even touched it if y'all look at my Steam library. But otherwise, like, I think the RE4 remake was another great example of how to do a remake. Like, mind you, I've beat Resident Evil 4 countless times on Wii and Xbox, and I think once on the PlayStation 3, but I actually never completed separate ways on any of those consoles, but I actually managed to stick through it and get all the way through it this time on PC. Doesn't mean I'm a fan, I'm not opposed, or it doesn't mean I'm opposed to playing on console. However, I I think if I'm gonna throw $2,800 into, you know, getting a gaming rig, it's gonna be a PC, since I can do all my college work and whatnot. Because I recently finished a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. But real quick, I'm gonna let James pick up the map. But I guess, you know what, this isn't really that much of a cutscene. This is more him just getting a layout of everything. But let's just be real. That's way too convenient that this thing is just sitting right here, and like it's just, you know, out there in the open. Anyways, yeah. Now we get into, you know, the actual town of Silent Hill. And we're just trying to figure things out. And oh, well,
What is this?
looks like someone had an accident up here in the excuse me. Looks like someone had an accident here in the street. But you know what? In typical stereotypical horror movie cliche, let's let James follow the bloody trail into the town instead of immediately turning around like he should.
Hey, wait.
Yep. Just more horror movie cliches right there. Like, just things that just should not be done. Like, you got, like, if any of y'all are like me and you wonder why, like, I'm not gonna lie, morbid curiosity does get the better of me too sometimes. However, I don't think, like, while I do have a degree, and while I do consider myself, you know, more educated than some individuals, I don't have the most common sense of any of my friends or anything like that. But this right here is just a test of, like, you know, Darwinism or survival of the fittest. Because right now, in any regular situation, none of us should have, like, thought this was a good idea. Like, but then again, I guess for suspension of disbelief purposes, this all makes sense, because this guy is here looking for his dead wife, which, one, doesn't make sense, but two, you know, is the main plot of the game. If it turned around, let's be real, like, if you're like me and you spent $60 on this game because you bought it upon release, it would have been a very quick experience. Anyways, let's get this next part started.
Stay back.
Alright, so we're gonna whoop something with a stick right now. Alright, do some quick minor dodging, and let's get an intro to the combat system here. Alright, so very simple. Just give it a good old smackdown. You know, just press. So I'm playing on PC, but I play with controller because I really don't need to get into, you know, like, multiplayer games anymore. I broke enough controllers in my PlayStation and Xbox era to where I just think multiplayer is fun and all, but I don't want to deal with the hassle of it. Like, I think this is a much simpler lifestyle. But For those of you wondering, it's just you point with the joystick, you hold the pad down to whichever way you want to go. Side note, drugs. Enjoy, James. All right. Very ominous case of, you know, old school technology. For some of you that don't know, like, radio used to be the only source of information, like one of the most mainstream ways of getting, you know, information gotten to you in a timely manner. Now, I think, like, well, that's something you don't see every day. But back to what I was saying, like, yeah, freaking, I wasn't one of those people that got to experience, you know, the radio being the main way that, you know, you got information at the time. Like, I grew up in an era where we had cassette tapes and CD players, and I remember, like, the first set of cell phones coming out. Like, it was pretty interesting, actually. But, like, you know what? Now, with the iPhones and everything, I really can't imagine what it's like, you know, back in the day to experience the gathering of information so slowly. Like, honestly, like, I thought it was really cool having a VHS player and, like, being able to listen to the analog technology, you know, just sort of rewind and, you know, have, like, some sort of input on this. Like, but still, here we are. You could definitely say that this game is from the 90s and that, you know, he's using the radio to get some of that information out there. I always thought that was a little bit cool. But, anyways, I guess now we're going to Neely's bar. Oh, it's right up the corner where I found your mother last night. Alright, moving forward. What? Well, swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Hey man, stop I feel like Brock Sampson in that episode of the Venture Brothers where he was trying to get that Mr. Fantastic rip-off. Oh, goodness. Anyways. Alright. Time to go to the town of watering hole. Okay, I'm gonna avoid that like the Dickens right now. I'm gonna step in here. Yes, Neely's bar. Alright. Nope. Let's see. I don't know what got into him. He just started smashing the thing. Had to throw him out. He ran off, cried. He'd fix everything. I gathered up what I could. Still haven't found one of the buttons. Half the record is still lodged inside, but the other part is missing. Figured he must have taken it. Come to think of it, he did run towards Groovy. Anyways, maybe go check up on him, see if he's alright. He lives over at Saul by the pharmacy, apartment 9. Alright, flip. If I remember correctly, there's nothing in here, like, in this game where if you flip it, you see something else. I could be wrong, though. Sure, the internet will tell me. There was a hole here. It's gone now. Well, I guess if you can't see, if they can't see in, you can't see them, and we're therefore safe. But, let's see, what do we got under here? Oh, nice. More ancient technology. You know, fun little side note for my people that are watching this. I also have never seen a record player like this, which means I've also never seen one do that. And you know what? Like, I do know that vinyl is still big today, but yeah, I can't imagine it's more convenient than, like, you know, a CD player would be, but I guess it's more for the retro aesthetic. Anyways, this is the first actual save point I'm going to utilize. The video's been going for about 20 minutes now. I will catch you all in the next part. Alright. Peace. Peace. Mess that up. Let's see.